All right, hi, I'm Paul Massey-Archin with the Minnesota Council on Foundations, and today we brought our members, which include individuals who work for philanthropic organizations, so different foundations, including private foundations, corporate foundations, community foundations from across Minnesota, and they've come here to learn about Hmong culture, Hmong history, and to better understand how their organizations might interact with the community. So we're excited to learn about the history of how the Hmong community came to Minnesota, what's happening currently in the Hmong community, and what the realities are today. So we're glad to be here to understand and experience some of the tastes, smells, stories, and meet some great people.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll leave it there.
Now you're gonna taste the food, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm good. That's enough for now.
I'm gonna try to ask.
Some food. Yeah, others will do. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by here, visiting Hmong Marketplace. My name is Duo Xiong. Right before I will start on my talking, I would like to invite my family members who is maintaining his marketplace so vibrant this way, so you can see. And we're talking about my generation. This marketplace is going to be lasting my children's generation and the next generation. And that's not only to the family, but to the whole Hmong community and all the community. We know that we as human beings, we come and we're going to go somewhere soon. But we have to start something. And then, so the next generation, when they come, they know how to begin. They know how to start. And that's why I am bringing the family here purposely to show you today. Family members, come here. So I have 5 children, four sons and a girl. The first son is not here. The second child is here, Shua. Shua is married to a Chinese young man from Hawaii, and they have 1 child. They are the managers of this Hmong marketplace. Shua is the internal CFO, and he is the general manager of the operation, the chief financial officer, the chief operating officer. Next is my other son. He's not here because they have business to do. And the fourth one is Fu. And Fu's wife is Lily, and with the 2 kids. But last, because without a woman, God makes woman for a man, God makes man for woman to create kids. And that's my woman, God created that woman for me. So that is my woman, and her name is Nu. So she's the leasing specialist in this Hmong marketplace, so that you know. Right? Thank you so much, guys. And this is going to be lasting. I'm bringing them here is because whether it's a Hmong community or my own family, it is the same thing. We are preparing now, in the future, and forever, so that we can make Minnesota our very, very grand home. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So his name, No. So his name is Edison. Hmong name is Ming Mo. Welcome to Hmong. And his name is Clovis, because I said let's make it COVID-19 because he's born in COVID-19, but they say it's too harsh, so make it Clovis. And Hmong name is Mua Mong.
His real name is Clovis Zhang.
I know.
We call him Momo.
Yeah. Okay. Shua, Jamie, Fu, Nu, and Lily. Thank you. Okay, thank you. And the very young guy there is Ernest, and his Hmong name is Blua Nu. Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you. Blua Nu. So thank you so very, very much. I know that this group is one of the most important group of all the tours that she and her have been bringing here into this Hmong marketplace. So I am giving you a lot of credit myself. I'm applauding for you. Thank you. Because you are from a specific sector in our community, I am going to be switching my talking a little bit so that you feel the application of my talking. I understand you have been exposed as nonprofit and foundations in our community. I know you have been exposed to a lot of the Hmong history. I do not want to repeat. However, because it is our 50th year in America, and because it is our 50th year, the last day we serve the US government, I would like to show you, you have been hearing these, but then I am also would like just to briefly walking you through these pictures. Why are we bringing these pictures on board? How are we going to be making these pictures a reality, a permanent home for these pictures so that we can tell our story, so that people, general people like yourself, will be educated, will be aware of what has been happening in our life. I would like to begin these pictures. These pictures tells a history of our ancestors. We came from China. That's a map in China. So we came from China, and then our king who fought the Chinese government, the Chinese people, is that gentleman, Qi Yu. And then soon after that, then the French and the Japanese created some Hmong very early leaders. And soon, when the Communist War is happening, North would like to take over South. North would like to turn South into communism. North, the communist leader of North, happened to be this gentleman right here in the middle of this picture. This is called Ho Chi Minh Trail. The whole CIA recruiting us to help the CIA is because they would like us to help them fight against the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and that is Ho Chi Minh. Our leader that was recruited to fight against Ho Chi Minh is General Vang Pao, right here. And then after that, after 11 years, and when General Vang Pao first came on board, his soldiers, just typical civilian, like the picture, Hmong clothing, barefoot. But General Vang Pao said, I have soldiers. And very soon, CIA not training them properly, and the first 30,000 got killed right away. And soon, that picture says, we have to get more Hmong kids. So there's a 11 years old, 12 years old, 14 years old Hmong kids becoming soldiers under the CIA, under General Vang Pao, serving, fighting against Ho Chi Minh. For 11 years, CIA, American government decided to stop the Vietnam War. They started withdrawing themselves back to America. And guess what? Like Afghanistan a year and a half ago, only one big plane. It doesn't matter how many people, how many thousand people were serving the CIA at that time. They say, we only have one plane to take you guys. And that one plane is that plane right here, that Caribou plane. And that many thousand people standing just to get into the plane would like to get out of Laos with CIA. But then the CIA said, no, we're leaving the CIA base right here, Long Chang. We're leaving that base with the last plane, and we can only take 250 of you guys. After they took off, the rest of the Hmong people start swimming, crossing the river by boat, by foot. My father took me to the jungle. He was serving the CIA. He took me to the jungle because we lived too far to be able to walk to Thailand. So we live in a jungle. I was 7 years old. I lived in a jungle for 4 years, guessing what I ate: snakes, squirrels, mouse, rats, anything I can find in the jungle at the age of 7. Tropical rainforest jungle for 4 years. We decided to come that every single person of the Hmong community follow their leaders to, then the CIA took that plane, landed in this American military base in Thailand. And the name is called Nampong. Very soon, his people, General Vang Pao's people, flock and fill the military camp. So they are forced to build a Ban Vinai camp right here for 50,000, 60,000 people living here. And then 4 years, and then my wife was brought by her father from Long Cheng, first wave to here and then to here, and she was really living here for 4 years. And I went to the jungle. I came from the jungle, I arrived here in the refugee camp. I met her, I married to her as she was 14, I was 16. children, teenager married to teenager because we had no choice. We were locked in this refugee camp. We go outside the camp, we got kicked back. Oftentimes we ask ourselves, why are we born to be Hmong people? Why are we refugees outside the camp? Why the Thai kids are running free? Why are we not running free? So therefore, nothing to be killed in the time. Going to the little open area with an umbrella, bringing the little girlfriend and talk and share tears. If I marry to you, if I don't marry to you, your dad takes you to France, and my dad takes me to the US because my dad served the CIA. We'll be separated. But if we get married in this camp, there's no school, there's no hospital, there's no future. What do? We get married anyways. So we came to the, so that is the camp. And then that's why it took us to America. All right? So this is a brief history about the Hmong community. One of these days, I am going to be bringing this into a permanent situation where we don't have to fold it, take it to place and place. We are going to be creating a museum that is a permanent place. That is a permanent place for the T-28 fighter jet that the CIA brought to us in Laos, fighting against the North Communists. And we'll be bringing back to life, refurbishing the caribou, not caribou coffee, caribou plane, into an indoor of a science museum to be teaching the general public, educating the general public how we came about, and teaching our children in the future. Okay, so that is my brief plan, and thank you so much for listening. If you would like to read, please go ahead. We will be talking, and then after that, we would like to talk. After I'm done talking, I will take you around, and I will show you some of the cultures. Some of the things we brought from Laos. So we'll feel this is home. How are we preserving those? How are we, as soon as those vendors that have been with me for 20 years are getting old and they are gone? How are we bringing people like my cow to continue? How are we preserving our Hmong clothing? How are we preserving our Hmong language? So years in the future, we are not losing our identity. So therefore, 50 years into America, this is all we have. And that very picture are the people that are making this happening. And these are the organizations that are supporting to make this happen. And these pictures are provided by a non-Hmong profit organization by the name of Hmong Community of 100. Hmong Community of 100. So there we go. I often, for example, the reason I am with this shirt is Hmong Tao Festival. Hmong Tao Festival, we oftentimes corporate like Target, 3M, they are really a corporate for profit. They're selling goods, they're manufacturing goods in the company, and they sell and pay very high pay rate to the CFO, CEOs. Whatever left over, they donate 1% or 2% to communities. Us, we're donating every single day because we can never make enough money here in this Hmong Town marketplace. So we're donating very cheap rates to our vendors. We are teaching them how to be accountant. We're teaching them how to write a business plan. Are we really not a nonprofit? It's a question. Now, having done a lot of these clothing, a lot of these people, their children here every single day, we are different from 3M or Target. Target is a Target store, and the children come there are customers. Here we are a community every day. So therefore, we are asking the question, are we nonprofit? Are we really for profit? Please relook at us a second chance to see from now on, to see if you would do something different, that we can gain the benefit from your organization and help us to help our community grow, our community preserve, our community prolong our language, our culture, and our identity. Thank you. And then, so next is I would like to tell you that we have been very lost. We go to bank. We go to, for example, the Hmong Festival. One way to preserve the Hmong culture is to create a Hmong Festival right here on Como Avenue. Therefore, I created a nonprofit organization, 501c3, by the name of Hmong Connections, Inc. And we host this Hmong Festival right here on Como Avenue. We close the avenue for 2 days, showcasing our parade. A team of Hmong clothing from Hmong Lao, Hmong Thai, Hmong Vietnam, Hmong China, Hmong clothing. The other team of parade is Hmong musical instruments. The other team is the Hmong farmers. Today, Minnesota, 10 years, 20 years ago, parking lots are parking lot. Recently, parking lots are turned into farmers market. And if you understand, most of those farmers are Hmong people. We are naturally good in farming. So therefore, without the Hmong community using the little digger and bending their back and working every day at the field, we don't have farmers markets. How are we helping these people from a little equipment into more industrial equipment? How are we helping them? How are we helping them a chunk of land where they don't have to move place to place? They don't speak English. They have to sign the lease with the landlord. How are we helping them? These are the things. So we create the Hmong Festival, bringing street food on Como Avenue for 2 days. At any program like that, the person that initiated that has to be bleeded first. So I went to organizations and they said, you are for profit. We're not going to sponsor you. So every year I spend about $90,000 to host this Hmong Festival for the 2 days. And so we collected from the vendors $500, and whatever is short of the whole expenses that I donate from Hmong into this Hmong Connections. I'm hoping in the future, I am bringing my cow into this Hmong Connections. I'm the hope that very soon in the future, we are re-establishing the Hmong Connections, Hmong Festival again, because COVID-19 had made us stop the Hmong Festival. So by that time comes, hopefully you'll be able to help us in terms of your support, so on. And not only that, a lot more things. Educational preservation, cultural preservation, our ceremonies, our New Year ceremony, our wedding ceremonies, all those cannot be provided, cannot be funded by my little for-profit Hmong marketplace. I need a lot of help from a lot of foundations like you gentlemen. And I am hoping that I am not talking too much. I would like to stop my talking like this, and I would like to take you around the marketplace. Any questions, you can contact me, you can call me, or you can talk to me now.
We have 10 minutes.
Oh, we have 10 minutes?
Look at you, you guys. I cannot believe this, you guys.
Yeah.
Seriously. Okay, you please ask him questions.
Yes. He's never had a picture.
No.
They are making me very nervous. But anyway, okay. She is making me very nervous. She's a single person. But okay. Now
You have time.
Now I have time, 10 minutes. My gosh, okay. Let me answer your question just a little bit. Give me some minutes. So if you walk here, you will see a lot of booths that myself, and my wife created 22 years ago. All I had was that I was a refugee in 1986, right here at Lexington at University Avenue. 1986, not speaking English. I was 18 and she was 16. Walking from May of 1986 along University Avenue of Lexington to Midway Target, asking the little college, I told my brothers, he said, I want to ask the college, if they would admit me, how do I say? He said, first sentence he said, I finished high school Thailand. Second sentence he wrote to me, he said, I want college. And I took that note, I walked from University Avenue to Midway Target next to Napa Auto Store. And the guy said, what are you doing? And I said, I finished high school Thailand, I want college. And they admitted me. So in 3 months later, I got admitted. And they said full-time or part-time. I said, what is part-time, what is full-time? And they said 12 credit. I do not know what 12 credit. Yeah, and they said 8 credit part-time. I don't know what anything. In Thailand, in this camp, the only person that has a textbook is the teacher. He writes everything on the chalkboard, and we write everything, and he uses a stick, and he point out line by line. And I thought American college system is going to be the same exact thing. That's not nowhere near. They give it 4 textbooks, and the teacher doesn't even lecture according to the textbooks. Of an introduction to business, I had to use my Hmong dictionary, my Lao dictionary, my Thai dictionary, and my English dictionary to understand the word lawyer. Importance, July, August. We don't know anything like that, but because I was from the jungle, because I married to her at a very young age, because I was refugees, I had no choice but hold my fist really tight and punch the wall without hesitating. That even hurt my hand. When I am that determined, I was able to finish my college degree in 2 years and 10 months. Yeah, 2 years and 10 months. And then a year and a half later, I got my master's degree in accounting. Yeah, in accounting. So my English was still very broken after 3.5 years into the U.S. All I had was that Hmong people have been migrating from China to Laos to the jungle to Thailand to America. Let's stop the migration of Hmong people. So let's create an economic engine. That's why I created. A lot of our people did not have an opportunity to go to college like me. So they brought their general education from Laos to be the vendor. And most of these vendors have been with me for 22 years. They're getting old. They don't speak English. They speak very little English. So I created this. People, our generation happened to be the generation that has more kids than the younger generation. But these more kids have to be educated, has to be admitted in colleges. But they have to have the income. So these parents who do not have the opportunity to go to school to get better paying job are coming here to be the vendor, making the little money, taking the children to school. Today we have over 3, 4, 5,000 Hmong doctors and Hmong lawyers because we have lost so much opportunity during this war. Our children do not have an opportunity to be educated, to be situated, even in Laos during that time. I have been moving from place to place because in the middle of the night, the communist soldiers are shooting the planes, shooting these airports all over. So therefore now we create this Hmong marketplace today, so I don't have my money, 34 years old. All I know was that I need to create a marketplace. I need to help the Hmong people. I need to do something big for our community. So therefore I said, let's sign a contract. We signed a contract to Shaw Stewart Lumber Company here when I was age 34, 22 years ago. The monthly payment is $26,000 per month. And it was 5 acres. And all I had and she had that time was a supermarket right at the corner of Dale at University Avenue, Sun Food. Today it was Sun Food. All we had was that much, and we have a couple $100,000 saved in the account. So basically, we were sleeping here 22 years ago, developing. So I had to pull my little daughter, Shua, from Hmong University to back up to run the supermarket, and so she and I can spend most of our time. That time, Fu and them are still very young. Today, we have over 200 vendors, 12 feet by 12 feet kiosks. We did not have enough money, so we went to Menards. How do we put sheetrock to make it a 12 feet by 12 feet wall? So we went to Menards. We'll buy the chicken wire, make it so it's cheap. With a little dollar we have in our pocket. Today, if you walk into here, you'll see a lot of chicken wire. 22 years ago, still here. Now, these people are the older generation, transitioning from this older generation into younger generation readily for the next 50 years. We bought it to Macy's and Sears at Maplewood Mall. So from a 53,000 square feet building here, we expanded ourselves to 450,000 square feet. And from 5 acres, we are expanding ourselves to 29 acres at Sears and Maplewood. And we are Sears and Macy's of Maplewood. We just bought the Macy's in Maplewood last March 2025. And we bought the Sears in November 2023. We're creating a community. We're creating a little Pan-Asian country in there. It's not enough Vietnamese, it's not enough Chinese, not enough Cambodia to make a town like other states. So we are calling that shop there as Pan Asian, bringing all the Asian cultures. We are not developing a mall where it's a lot of shopping clothing and a small food court like Rosedale Mall. We are creating a little community, one-stop shopping where you talk about supermarket products, you find there, you're talking about clothing, you find there, you're talking about pickleball, it is found there, you're talking about cornhole, it is found there, you're talking about 40 restaurants, you find there, you're talking about dim sum, Chinese dim sum, or Korean hot pot, all found in that place. You're talking about children's play, Jurassic Park, Dinosaur Park, is found in the Sears building. A farmer's market and night market, all incorporated into the Maplewood Mall. Today, shopping centers are dying across the nation because Amazon.com, eBay.com are taking the market shares, making a lot of people stop shopping in a physical store and they're ordering from online. From this day on, shopping centers need to be allocated to community leaders and people like us because this is our livelihood, it is our children, it is our future. Shopping mall shall no longer, from now on, shall no longer be operated by Simon companies where they are out in New York and they don't see how much the grass has been growing on the parking lot, so on and so forth. We live there when the plumbing is going bad, we see it right away. Because it is our livelihood, because it is our investment, because our children, we're making sure our local economy is sustained by people like us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you guys know Hmong people are like really good at cornhole? Isn't like the champion of cornholes a right? No joke, peeps. Okay. We have a few minutes. I saw a brother over here. Bang, you have a question? You had your hand up?
Yeah. You kind of answered my question already in terms of like challenges of operating stuff like this and access to capital in the beginning phases. Mm-hmm. But here's another question. Future development that you see happening in this space? I mean, I know this space is pretty much prime real estate. It's a pillar in the community, the whole community. Is there future development that you see in Hmong Town around this area? I mean, I live in a neighborhood, so I would love
over the years, I have been trying to grow the Hmong Town, expand the Hmong Town. I've been trying to buy the next door property, which was owned partially by the people that sold this place to me 22 years ago. I also have tried to buy J&J property, but they have new companies coming in there. I am no longer able to I've been waiting for 22 years. I'm getting older. So waiting for these people to have their, Fragtown has very limited number of commercial properties to be sold, to be redeveloped. So I am forced to go to look for, 150,000 of us ought to be able to own or occupy a city of Duluth or larger than the city of Duluth. And the whole community only have Hmong Town and Hmong Village. So we're so underserved in terms of economic development. So Maplewood Mall is sufficient for us. 59 acres total. Once we acquire the whole thing, it is about 64 acres, 931,000 square feet, 4,660 parking spots, sufficient for the whole Asian communities to be collaborating together. So therefore here, an old lumber yard, no AC, no nothing, from this day on into the future, and this is really maxed out. So we have to expand, and we expand into the Sears and Macy's. We're not tearing down this place. This place is staying, preserving our cultures, but over there, we're transitioning to be receiving the new generation for the next 50 years.
All right, and so thank you so much, Tour. We are up time, 11:30, and so we're going to start our tour, and it'll be 30 minutes, folks, and then you have 1 hour to explore, have lunch, and then we'll get back on the bus at 1
We
o'clock.
would like to leave at 1 o'clock, so maybe even at 5 to 1, we'll head out to.
And very, very last word from me. Michael, come here, please. Help me, because I would really love her to be the connector between myself. Hmong Town Connections is to be connecting from me to many of you, helping us preserving our culture, helping us get ourselves into the next 50 years. and I am going to be putting a lot of my hope that is really nonprofit from a 501c3 into her hand into the future.
No pressure.
So
What Dwell is trying to say is that, you know, when you talk about knowledge, right? He came to me and he said, I want to build something like the Midtown Global Market. And how do I get money? Because the banks are saying no. And so how did NDC get money to do the global market? And so I had to explain to him that Neighborhood Development Corporation, because that was when I was with Wells Fargo Foundation, and you know we were a part of that, and explained to him about the difference from for-profit and nonprofit. And that was when he was saying, you know, if he waited to become a nonprofit, because you have to be a nonprofit,
Right. Yeah.
he said that this vision would never happen because it is so organic. Remember that flower pot I was telling you? What we saw was the indoor plant, and now what you see is the outdoor plant. And you can see the difference. Both are very, very important, but when you look at this and the growth of it, it's incredible. And so, what I want to share with you as you go on your journey, and we'll again do the reflection afterwards, is where do these organizations fall? And one of the things that I realized, because I was from banking too, so when he was sharing with me his financial needs and his loan, a $10 million loan at 8% for 3 years, the interest rate in that is about 13 million, right? And so when we think about an ecosystem, you know, how do we stop the insanity? Because that 13 million goes out of the community, right? How do we figure that out? And so hopefully, as you guys are thinking about what is the ecosystem in outside of the house, outside of the norm, the flower pot, what does it really look like? What's happening in your company, in how you look at the community, so that we can support his vision and his dream of a larger project. So
Thank you.
It's a little bit more complex, so that's why he wanted me to help explain it.
Thank you for explaining. Any
Okay.
questions? Yeah, go ahead.
And part of a thriving, growing community, I talked to you about the danger of monoculture, right? So I'm bringing you back. I'm honing you back into the mosaic of your experience today, which is your sights, the sounds, the smells, the taste, the touch. And so you have this. I'm going to refer you back to this guide here. Your charge is to look for artifacts, right? We've been talking about clan system. We have 18 clans. I'm the Yang clan. What clan are you?
Xiong.
Xiong. And what clan are you?
Hmong.
Hmong. And what clan are you, sir?
Tao.
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 Okay, so 18 of us in Minnesota, right? And so that's going to be differentiated by clothing. And then we talked about dialect, differentiated by clothing. Please look for those artifacts here. And then you're going to be taken through the plant garden center over here. Look for items of like the postpartum chicken diet. We're not talking about a culture that is frozen in the past, that has been essentialized. We're talking about a living, breathing culture that makes this community strong. And so your task is to experience it, but to also identify these cultural artifacts as you go on this tour. And I think that we've decided to keep everybody in one group. Okay, so you have your devices on, because Cho and
No.
Okay. So you're talking through tour.
That's fine.
Okay. So how about we let's gather your things and your cups of nava if you have it, and then we'll follow.
Yeah, right before you walk, Yingyi, can you get up? Can you set up?
Do you want me to be on it?
But one has to be off for the other to be on. But at least that way, if we need it, you have the option.
Yeah, so I can interject.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, and good job the other day. Thank you for that.
Thank you too.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you
was
too.
really exciting.
Yeah. so hot.
So I will just be walking with you, and then I'll be interjecting.
Thank you. Yeah. Correct. So, if you are to hear me well, when I am talking about 22 years ago, the products that I make a booth that is from Menards or Home Depot is this booth here. These are the chicken wire. So this chicken wire is not sheetrock. It's not roll down door. These are chicken wire, very cheap. You and I, that $200,000 that we had on hand was able to buy a lot of these and we make a booth. So to close the door, they unfold it, close it, tomorrow come, they fold it again and they use this little string to tie it up to make the door open.
So this is
original booth,
original booth.
22 years ago. And I would like to show you about Hmong ABC, the only one Hmong bookstore preserving our language, preserving our culture, right here, Hmong ABC. In the future, should you come back here and buy some books related to Hmong, you can come to this bookstore, Hmong ABC. Here, Hmong ABC happened to be one of the largest booths because most of our booths are only 12 feet by 12 feet. And so everybody, this is Yu Peng Xiong. His clan is Xiong. So he's the owner of Hmong ABC, and he is the only guy or the only gentleman that sells Hmong books all the way from China. All the way from China to America right now. This only Hmong book is called Hmong ABC here in the Hmong community. Thank you, Yu Peng. Thank you. Yu Peng, you can say something. You can hear your voice.
Okay, I don't have to say anything.
You can tell us you are so educated about Hmong. So he got a master's degree. He went all the way to China just to learn who we are. He brought a lot of education back. He would like to take back to our real roots. Back from China. So that's Yu Peng.
This is the first Hmong kind of bookstore.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for queuing because it's on our scavenger hunt.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. All in there. So we're gonna go back. So these are all products from Hmong China. Hmong product from China sent here a long time ago. A Hmong woman stitches. This little striping is hand stitched, one by one, and today. Sounds like Hmong Chinese found a way to not stitch and make a colorful thing, and so you can see in this whole marketplace, a lot of these are Hmong clothing with this culture, with this right here in her ear, earring right here, right here. That's a Hmong stitch. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna go to that side. This is called the West Building. We're gonna go to the East Building. In this Hmong Town marketplace, we have three Korean shops, and the shop on your right is the newest refugee group that is from Burma. This is Korean, so their clothing is different from the Hmong.
I know what you're doing. I find myself lost.
So when you're talking about stitching, this Hmong clothes is really hand stitching. It takes a woman a lot of time, a very long time to hand stitch to make a cloth. The second Korean shop is this shop here. Each of the booths, this is another booth that is generally created by Menards products, chicken wire 22 years ago. And our typical booth size is 12 feet by 12 feet. So just the booth, we have over 220 booths, but in terms of owners, we only have 110 because, for example, this owner takes up 3 12 by 12. They keep asking for more spaces, but we're just so out of it. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna turn off, lah.
They interfere with each other when I speak.
Okay, ไม่ตัวละ
Okay, folks, Tua has made references to two Karen shops. Are you familiar with Karen? Okay. Kareni, we're familiar with them? Okay, okay. So Karen is an ethnic minority from Burma. And so they are very new. They are newest Americans, and I know them as students in my schools and my classrooms, and they are just at the beginning of the diaspora journey. But on the fast track, because we have several working templates, right? The AAPI experience here and the settlement experience. So less of the culture shock in that transplanting shop. And so you see them already pretty embedded into the commercial, the business industry here. But you will see another one over here. So as he's pointing it out, I just don't want it to be conflated with Hmong, right? It's just another ethnic minority from Burma.
Sure. And now I was telling you why this product and what these products are for. These products are really from Laos, for example. That Hmong people are using that big one here made by bamboo to separate the husk and the rice. So we can use the rice to cook. By separating them and ready to be cooking, this is the cooking pot. So many different styles of cooking pots. So that is the hot water pot, and that is to be placing the rice in, like that, and then the fire, and then soon the rice is cooked. Today, a lot of us are using automatic rice cookers. This is made by bamboo. This is made by tree. This is another cooking pot, cooking rice. Now, these are rice carrier, and these are right here. This is the main fire. What is it called? Tripod, right here. The fire goes underneath it. They cook the rice.
So you can see the relevancy of the bamboo shoot over at the Lao and Hmong memorial, right? Is that it is such a material. It's a mainstay. It's a main material of just all the products.
And for us to get the rice to be cooking, we have to make the rice field in the jungle, slash and burn. Once the rice is harvested, we carry the rice with that from the field all the way to our house, to our village, until the whole rice field gets carried. And we use that rice to be consumed the whole year round. Now, making hot sauce to eat with the rice and the meat. We're making Thai chili pepper. We're putting Thai chili pepper in here. And we're putting salt. And we're putting cilantro, and then we're smashing to make the sauce. So you go to see Thai hot sauce, that's how it is made.
What's this thing called? Mortar and pestle.
Correct. Okay.
Good. One last thing. What's this thing over here?
Tuki. That thing there is a firewood carrier. So when you go to your rice field, on the way back at 5 o'clock, you need to have some wood to be burning, to be cooking. You use that to carry. You lay that into the floor. You cut the pieces of wood. You lay it on top of it. You tie it up, and then you carry it home. Every single day you carry some wood so that you continue to have wood for burning.
Okay, really briefly, on your sheet here, we ask you about the most important artifact that accompanies an umbrella, which is symbolic of wedding, right? Tua talks about marrying new in Thailand. If he is interested in a young lady and wants to marry her, he would enter her home with a black umbrella closed like this, tied in the single knot. Usually the ends are supposed to be even to indicate good intentions, right? And then they will go into the home singing, and then they will hang it on the rafters to indicate their intentions of marrying the young lady. And so this is a wedding umbrella. That's one of the cultural artifacts. It's still very much practiced today. And the what's the pattern here called? Shijian, which is the plaid. Okay, the plaid is called shijian. Okay, so there you go, another culture.
And before we get to that point, you have to talk to a girl, and the girl has to like you, and you have to find a way to marry her. Three ways to marry to a girl in Hmong culture. Number one, she and I are so good of a boyfriend or girlfriend, and she volunteered to marry me. She follows me to my house. Then we use the clan use that thing to represent both outside, and we get the wedding completed. Second way, getting married to a Hmong girl is to go into her house. She's too young, she didn't know that she likes you or not. I had my clan leader went into her house and start begging, asking her parents just to give it to us. And they would say, so what did Tua give it to you? Did you accept anything from Tua? She said, I never accept anything from him. And I said, yesterday I gave you a pen. Don't you remember? You accepted my pen. And she said, that pen wasn't anything. I said, that was an engagement. You accept my pen, it means that you accept me. So their parents say, okay, and then you're done. You go with them. That's the second way. Third way is a forceful way, which
kidnapping.
Right, kidnapping.
Right? Hey, remember in the Flintstones when you take a club and you club someone, then you put them over your shoulder and you just run off? There it is.
So at 5 o'clock in the morning, 1982, I was supposed to be marrying her, but she didn't know that I was married. She's too young. She was only 13, 14. So 5 o'clock, but she gets up very early in the morning, cooking the hot water, ready for the father to be washing his hand and feet so they can eat breakfast. And she's alone in the kitchen, and I waited on the outside until she brought a pan of wasted water, throwing away, and my cousin was really waiting on the side. And he came right out, I came right out, and we grabbed her two arms and we took her away. As quickly as we can, in 5 minutes we have to get to our house before she screamed. The people of the neighborhood hears about it, they would bring sticks and they would hit us and would take her back. So that's how I got married to my wife.
Sounds kind of barbaric, but sometimes it's a bit histrionic because they may be dating each other for a while, but she has to save face, so she has to go, oh no, I don't want to go, but really they've already talked about it. You know what I mean? All right, let's.
Thank you.
That was me growing up too. Growing up, we had weekend school, so I had to go learn like the traditional Hmong writing with all the symbols and everything, consonants.
So this whole area outside here is farmers market. Farmers market happens on June. This whole area. This whole area is farmers market happening for the month of June all the way to October.
Is this open every day?
Every day. You're not hearing it? Is it off? Oh, it's your fault. So, farmers market is happening here from the month of June to October every day. We never close down. And what you are seeing here is starter plants. The starter plant season starts from May 1st to May 31st. This whole area is filled with these starter plants, millions of plants. And you will buy 3 plants at $1 to your garden, grow it so you save your whole season money at Rainbow Food or Car Food. So these are all cucumber, tomato, chili pepper, mint, lemongrass, the whole 9 yards. This is out after season. In the future, May 1st to May 31st, you can come here. This whole area is filled with these starter plants. And farmers market is not very promisable. So that this year, because of the weather, they're supposed to sell June the 25th, but now they still don't have the product to be sold because of the weather. Okay. We gotta go into the east building. These people that are on the outside here, I am just not having any booth for them, so they are forced to have a booth on the outside. They would love to do business all year round. October comes, they have to take the products, put it back in the garage until spring. We are very spiritual. We are very spiritual because we came from China. Our culture says when we die, when a person passed away, his spirit has to be sent back to his placenta, which is in China. So today, in today's Hmong culture, if somebody passed away, the person that knows how to communicate the language will use that bow arrow, shoot it out, and he will instruct the deaf person saying, wherever the arrow goes, you follow that, and that will take you all the way to your placenta back in China. So we are very cultural about it, spiritual about it, and the reason I said earlier saying that, how are we maintaining this? How are we maintaining this for the younger generation, like Lily and Fu and them? In the future, how are they communicating these languages? We need to have a school. We need to have a place, a facility for our people to train these people before the older generation are gone away. Now, because we are from China, when we died, our spirit has to be sent back to China. So when we escape from China, we have to come through a lot of from China. We have to go through jungle, tropicals, and pains, walking distance, and a lot of people don't have shoes, so they died during the walking way. Today, the placenta has to be sent. The spirit has to be sent all the way from back here to Thailand, Thailand to the jungle, jungle to Lao, Lao to China. He has to walk through that tough road. He may die along the way. So we are preparing him 2 layers of shoes. A death person, a death body is with 2 pair of shoes. 2 layers. 2 layers. Oh, right here. Okay. So a deaf person is put, that is the first layer, as a dress shoes. This is dress shoes, as a handsome man. And the second layer is to be placed on top to go through tough road. So he can walk all the way from here to the Mekong River, past the Mississippi River to the ocean, all the way to China, so that he can meet his placenta. So in any situation, a death body inside a funeral, that is a Hmong person, he or she has 2 pair of these shoes. Now, the person died. We use American dollar to go trade for a shirt, for my watch. Now the spirit that dies, he's upstairs. He is using that kind of money. So that becomes his money. His money is different from our money. So that's called cultural money, spiritual money. We have to cut it into pieces like a bill. So we burn it to him or her. Father and mother of mine died 2014. These days, Halloween, Thanksgiving, we are still making food. We're still inviting my mother, father to come and eat, and we burn them a lot of money. But for them to know that I am inviting, I have to burn this incense. So burning the incense, the smells, invited them. They come through that smell and they will accept. They will eat the food and they will eat and they will take the money after eating the food. So when they are very wealthy up in heaven, I will be blessed and Montel will grow bigger. Yeah, go ahead.
So this Hmong culture is patriarchal primogeniture. So Tua's name is Lotoa, which means firstborn son. And so it's the jewel of the family is the firstborn son or the baby of the family, the tunza, right? The youngest son. And only the son will be able to make the spiritual offerings to the ancestral spirits in order to ensure posterity in the family. And so what Tua just alluded to is the offering, the continuing offering of spirit money and food so that the spiritual ancestors can continue to prosper so that they can continue to bless the living family into posterity. And this is why we believe that our male boys are so important in the family because of this practice. I hope it changes, but that's the reason for it, right?
Yeah, thank you.
My brother, but I'm the favorite.
Now, because we're so cultural and spiritual, I am governed by a spirit. So my face is red because I have blood running. Once my spirit is gone away from my body, I become pale and I lost my appetite. And soon I will have to be putting those 2 shoes and going back to my placenta. So in Laos, we don't have hospitals. And in order for us to cure our sickness, we use shaman. Shaman is using that as a tool of bringing the spirit back. Let's just say, how do you lose your spirit? I went to Las Vegas, and I never swim before because Minnesota doesn't have a swimming pool. So I jumped into the swimming pool, and my spirit got panicked, and it falls in the bottom of the pool. And I came back to St. Paul. My spirit didn't come with me, so I started losing my appetite. And 3 months from now, I am becoming pale. And mother and my wife said, "How come you're so pale?" I don't know. Are you sick? We'll go to the doctor hospital. Doctor said, "We're checking the blood pressure the whole night. You're good, but we can't tell what's happening." So we use shaman. After that, we use shaman. And the shaman is talking to me, asking me questions, using the incense, asking, and then he said, "Oh, you have been panicked somewhere. Your spirit has been falling, has been dropped somewhere. Can you tell me where?" I was thinking back, oh, maybe I was panicked at the swimming pool of Las Vegas. So the shaman is going to be riding a horse to fly from here to Vegas. So the horse is where the horse. Lúc chú Ninh ở từ lời. Lúc chú Ninh. So lúc chú Ninh. So he is using lúc chú Ninh. So he's using a horse. He's flying a horse, and we got to the spirit. He's talking to the spirit. He's like, "How come you are here, man?" And he said, "Well, tour doesn't bring me back. He dropped me into the pool. So what do I do so he can go back? Let's negotiate." So he's negotiating with the spirit and said, "If you're happy, you need to tell me that you're happy. And being happy, I throw that to the floor. It has to be shown on a happy face, both sides. And once you're happy and you're okay to go back to St. Paul, then you need to flip the other side, both." So he kept on throwing this thing, "Are you now happy?" And he kept on throwing, "You're not happy because one is flipping the other way." So he continued to negotiate with the spirit until it meets his demand. Then he said, "Okay, now thank you. You are going back to me." So he kills the chicken, sacrifices the chicken, replaces the chicken in the bottom of the pool, and take the spirit back, flying with the horse back to me. And he put into my forehead saying, "Now you got your spirit back. Please be good from now on." And I start eating again.
These kinds of little mini bonfires on Grand Avenue or wherever at a school, it is because it's a spiritual retrieval too. Also, we ask you to experience this with your senses. If you're hearing song or you're hearing music in the distance, this is sound poetry, and this is Green Hmong sound poetry that I'm hearing. Okay, so as we go along, understand that it's saying in versification and movement that is
Okay.
And then just for time, we have about like 10 minutes.
Okay. 10 more minutes. 10 minutes. So if you get here, if you come here, now the shaman, the shaman is about to ride a horse to fly to Las Vegas, but somebody has to boost his energy so he can fly. And the person that's sitting next to him or standing next to him is hitting this thing to boost his power. So he is being boosted so he can fly. No, he's gonna be flying. She's gonna be flying. Look at that. Okay. So once.
Some people is like that. If they heard a noise, they jump like that.
So once the spirit has come, that copper is where gold do not like. Ghost do not like. Bad spirit do not like. So he is using that to make a line. Say, "I am making a fence. From this day on, bad spirits can't come through here with this line because it is made by copper. So it is now fence. The bad spirits are staying outside of the fence."
Copper
that,
is fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ý cho nó nè.
À,
Cho nó
à.
có khá bố tại giờ bố số thể ha. Bố số thể lo bố một tỏ hạt lên đây họ nè. Okay.
3 metal, and it is all for protection. The copper specifically indicates fire.
Bad dreams, or something protecting, defending. You go to a river before crossing the river. You got afraid, you got panic,
Dragon and Salem Lake.
and put it on. So bad spirits are not coming close to you. These are for that purposes. Yeah. Okay. 这。不是就不么人家敲的家这家人家敲。So when a person dies in our community, the person is no longer dressing that. The person is dressing what's in there, what's being hung in there in the wall. The big long dress, that's a dead person's clothes, dress clothes. This thing is a lot. As you can see, the lady is sitting there is the owner of the booth. She's old. She doesn't speak English. She buys raw materials from Los Angeles, and she sews in the little sewing machine, and she makes these dresses. So she sells.
Có trái sông nó chị cho ai thầu tôi tính thu hồi là chúa nào bây giờ?
Chúa gọi là chàng.
Lỡ mà chấp bay uo là chúa là đi cả.
Cô chỉ bảo là thế này. Nè bố mình thì bố mình nhà cho thế à? Chỉ bố nhà cho là.
Nhà cho em trả vậy.
Nhà cho em đã biết bài nào đây. This is a dining table. So back in Laos, we use this thing as a dining table. We set the dining table right here, and we fold our leg, we sit around it, and we eat it with sticky rice. The food are set in here, dining table, made by bamboo.
And then this for the big family.
Now, big family, there is no cooler, there's no refrigerator. You put your sticky rice in here. So this holds your rice warm all day long. You cook your rice, you put your rice inside. And then you open up, you sit around the table, the dining table, you open up and you grab rice. You scoop the rice into your plate and you eat. So this is the rice holder. Bye. Cho mỏ khát tăng lại. Bye là. We're 5 minutes left. Let them more luôn nhà cho, let them more nhà cho. Nhà cho nhà chỉ nên nhà cho mà lo, nếu muốn nhà cho lo. Chỉ muốn nhà cho. So Hmong people are naturally good at farming, and these are farming products. So slashing and burning, once the wood is slashed, is cut, trắng tàu nhau từ là trắng tàu cũng trắng tàu chứ. Trắng tàu. Okay, right here. So first, before you cut the little bushes, slashing with the thing to make a rice field. You use that thing to cut the little bushes, and after that, the big trees, you use the axe to cut all the trees down. Then once the trees are down, the whole field, about 5 acres, is completely dried. We waited for 1 whole month to be dried, and then we burn it. Once we get it burned, then we start growing the crops. We're growing the crops, growing the rice and the corn by using these, using these to grow the corn or the rice. And once the wheat is coming out, you need to clean the wheat by using that to clean the wheat. Cleaning the weeds, and then harvesting time is at November or December, and you use the rice carrier I showed you earlier to carry the rice back into the house. So now, in order for us to make, we have to make plywood. There's nothing to be making plywood, so we use that to scrape and to make a piece of plywood by a real big wood. That is to make plywood. So these are really good farming equipment, Hmong knives and harvesting the rice. So we grab the rice and we harvest it. and when we let the rice dry for 30 days, and then we hit the rice, so we get the rice separated from the branches, and we carry the rice to the house, and we use the other thing to separate the rice and the husk, so we can consume the jaw. That one, we use that one to separate them. Yeah, this is all the farming equipment. And now the cow is gonna come to our farm. The cow is gonna eat, so we use that thing to dig the hole, put the wood and to put the pole so we make a fence so cows don't come to eat our crops. So each one of these things has its own purpose, but you may not use. When I was in the jungle, I was so small, so I was only allowed to use a slingshot to shoot a bird. In order to shoot a bird, the bird is way up there in the trees. I have to climb the tree with the slingshot. What's the slingshot? Right here. Father said, oh, let me show you. So, take a suit to let them out. Take a suit, eh? Take a suit, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was allowed to use slingshot. Father said, we gotta take, yeah.
2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes.
15.
Okay. Okay, 2 minutes. So Father said, we're gonna go to the jungle. We're gonna live through the jungle. We're not gonna come back anytime soon. We will live in the jungle forever because the communists now flooded our country. So you buy a lot of that and bring a slingshot, and you only kill bird. From now on, you will eat bird as your meat source. So I bought that, and I bought a lot of that. After 4 years, we consume a lot of that. A lot of time, the birds were in the trees. You can't reach out, so I have to climb the trees up there, bringing this knife. When I am up there, I cut branches. I tie the branches to make a platform. I sit inside, I poke holes, and the birds are coming to eat fruits close by, so I use that slingshot to shoot the birds. Stones is in here, shooting. And then I have younger kids downstairs because as soon as the bird is dropped, the squirrel is gonna pick it up. So I said, younger guys, I said, my bird is coming down. The red one is mine. The blue one is his. Something like that. So we come down there, we cook the bird. We take the feather out. We crack 2 pieces of rocks together. The spark goes into the sponge. We make the fire. We take the feather out. We split the bird open and we cook it. And we eat it, everything, all including those little nails on the head, everything we eat it. Not the feather.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we go to the produce?
Yeah, we go to the produce.
Find good stuff to eat.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, cho tay máy. Nhớ rồi mà. 2 minutes, 1 minute, less than 1 minute. I'm just on the summertime people, yeah, so then I will start showing, you can come past me so I can explain. So this is an all year round produce department. As you can see, Hmong people eat pumpkin. When the pumpkin is yellow, we eat pumpkin in a different manner. But when the pumpkin still leaves, we eat pumpkin leaves too. We peel it off, we stir fry the pumpkin leaves. And we also eat pumpkin flowers. These are pumpkin flowers are separately consumed and eat. And these are Hmong color green, all the way from Fresno, California. Oh, so this is bamboo. This is bamboo from Carolina. The bamboo becomes young. You grab the bamboo, you cut the bamboo from the ground, and you peel it off and you boil the bamboo as a stir fry. This is a bamboo shoot from Carolina.
That's the 10-foot bronze statue for the loud Hmong veterans.
Before bitter melon, if you put a bitter melon into the broth, the broth will become bitter naturally.
How many of you eat bitter? How many of you wear
bitter
in your repertoire?
Yeah, bitter.
Yes. So that Southeast Asian AAPI has introduced bitter as one of the flavor profiles, right? We and savory, and it's part of the savory.
So I'm showing you Hmong cucumber. Hmong cucumber are very big. It's very big. It's bigger than this, a lot bigger than this Hmong cucumber. And green bean, but this is a purple bean, all stir fried.
Can we pause for questions?
Yep, yep.
If there are questions, burning questions right now, like what is this thing that we just saw? Any questions, please?
Is that a durian?
Durian.
So because we don't have any time,
Yep.
let's just walk right through the farmer's market.
A farmer's market? Okay.
No, you guys okay with questions?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Farmer's market, next. Oh, let's quickly show them the big piece of durian here, right here.
Oh, yeah.
This type of fruit is not allowed in hotel in Thailand. Wow. That is so durian, popular fruit from Thailand. It's a big piece. And that's durian.
Is that not jackfruit?
Jackfruit, durian, jackfruit.
Durian
So
smell.
yeah. So that's that, and yep.
No time,
Okay.
they need time.
They need time. Let's go. Let's go. They need time. Our farmers market is still dry. Make more farmer market product live here. Too rain. Too much rain, and they didn't have any farmers market product, so we don't have much to show this time. I am so sorry, but this will conclude my tour. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, look around, eat something. The food here is good. Different kind of food. Andrew Zimmerman used to come here eat the bazaar food at the food court. So thank you so much. And I like to say that I'm so happy to see all of you here. You are looking very handsome, very beautiful, and very important. And I am hoping that after hearing my long speech, we will be helped, we will be loved, and we'll be sympathized. And soon you will be hearing some applications from me, from Macau, and from Ying Yi. Ying Yi is co-executive director of Hmong Connections. So thank you so much. And I love to see you next time. When we have the Sears and Macy's open, we will do grand opening in 2026-27. You'll be invited.